Otoniel Garcia prepares the altar at Our Lady of Angels Catholic Church in Woodbridge, Virginia, for a weeknight Spanish Mass. He and his wife Lillian both grew up in Guatemala, later met in the U.S. and got married.
God has his plans and he's got a purpose for everyone.
The Garcias have been active parishioners at this church for over a decade. They say about half the congregation is Latino.
We have Latino from different countries. We got from Mexico, Central America, South America.
Our Lady of Angels offers a number of Spanish masses, and to give you a sense of the evolving demographic of the Catholic Church in the U.S., since 1960, Hispanics account for more than 70% of the growth of the Catholic population. Those numbers reported by Dr. Hausman Ospino, a theology and religious education professor at Boston College. He tells me immigrants from Latin America come to the U.S. with two treasures.
One, their children. Two, their faith.
Ospino says a migration wave coupled with high birth rates among Latinos now means 45% of U.S. Catholics identify as Hispanic, and that number will increase over time. But overall, the practice of Catholicism throughout North, Central, and South America is being threatened by growing secularization.
In the United States of America, 25% of the U.S. population self-identifies as non-religiously affiliated. But that phenomenon is also taking root all throughout Latin America.
And church decline throughout the world looks especially bleak in European countries like Germany.
The church in Germany has seen a precipitous decline over the last few decades, and it seems to be accelerating looking at the most recent numbers.
Christoph Wimmer, editor-in-chief of Catholic news agency Deutsch, says Sunday Mass attendance is dropping, and a record number of Catholics are leaving the faith in Western Europe. In 2019, more than 272,000 people formally left the Catholic Church in Germany, more than 67,000 in Austria, and more than 31,000 left in Switzerland. Wimmer does say the picture appears brighter in some Eastern European countries where Catholic values may have greater influence.
There are stark and really important differences.
He uses the example of Hungary, where the government has enacted policies to incentivize the growth of marriage and families. And in Poland, the director of the country's Institute for Catholic Church Statistics tells me nearly 90% of the population identifies as Catholic.
We are, in fact, under strong influence of Catholic values, Catholic also teaching, also the memory of heritage of John Paul II.
Still, Father Wojciech Sadwan reports a sizable divide between those who affiliate with the church and those who believe and practice its teachings. Meanwhile, across the globe, more overt threats to the faith persist. One example, the persecution of Christians in the Middle East. But a source of great hope and growth for the Catholic Church lies in Africa and Asia. Pope Francis is paying attention. He's made multiple visits to both continents where millions have gathered. And looking at the overall growth of Catholicism across the globe, recent data shows an increase of nearly 16 million more Catholics around the world at the end of 2018 compared with 2017. More than half that number, 9 million Catholics in Africa alone. The global Catholic Church has reason to hope and cause for concern. But in an ever-changing global landscape, the Garcias offer this focused guidance to the faithful.
I think you have to put your eyes in Jesus Christ.
Mark Irons, EWTN News, in depth.